Lemieux Sports Center in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. For today's matchup between the Philly Hockey Club and your Pittsburgh Penguins elite, here comes Filiaggi in with a break off the feed by Evans. Starting lineups for your Penguins. In net number 1, William Hanna. The defense was 77, Jake Starr, number 19, Tino Villella. They've switched that up since then. And up front at right wing, number 20, Cruz Armstrong. The left wing, number 43, Cameron Evans. And at center, number 10, Luca Filiaggi. They've got one scoring chance already, and this line's drawing a penalty now. As Evans controls up high. Has it knocked away, it'll control to Kaminsky. Kaminsky turns around as the Penguins are going to get a line change with an extra attacker. Now they got to be a little bit careful in their own end as it's finally touched up by PHC. We'll get a whistle and a hook. So the Penguins with an initial scoring chance. We saw it here on City TV. Evans sent Filiaggi in on a partial breakaway. A great save by the Philly goaltender early on. And then that unit able to draw a power play. The hook coming on power. And the Penguins are going to head to the man advantage. We're going to see Kaminsky and Alfred up top with Shub, Wu, and Reel. The forwards for the Pens as the faceoff's controlled by Reel. Between the wickets of Kaminsky, picked up by Wu, it'll be played with Osterheide. Osterheide at the top of this power play. Over to Wu. Wu will wind up looking to get one for great defensive play by McLean from Philly Hockey Club. As the cross-ice feed comes across off of Shub, and it's in the back of the net. Oh, baby sausage and gravy, the Penguins strike early on the Seven Fields Wealth Management power play. What a start. We're less than a minute and a half in. The Pens had a partial breakaway, a power play, and off the stick of Shub, it finds the back of the net. We want to welcome everybody to the live stream. Thank you as always for joining us. Thank you even more for subscribing. If you hear this right now, make sure you subscribe. I took a look at the analytics. We had our analytics team take a look at things. 61% of you still not just subscribing. You watch, you love us, but you gotta log into that Google account and hit the subscribe button. Google account, hit subscribe. We're up to over 1,025. Last I checked, we're gonna get that up to like 1,100 by the end of the week. You're gonna tell all your friends, all your family, everybody you know. It's a hand pass by Philly Hockey Club is controlled by Villella as it's shot off the stick of Paris into the offensive zone. You'll notice some line changes for the Penguins. Hartman and Paris stay together. They're going to be joined by Carter on this unit. Here's Julius at the point, kept in by Carter as he twists out the center. Whistle blows on what I believe is a rough on the Penguins. The Crime Dogs' favorite penalty, roughing. Dylan Hartman has a discussion with the official. If he wants to beat this rap, he better call Saul. Or any one of the 781 attorneys on the 2011 Pens Elite team. Squish decided he might want to be a lawyer when he grows up. I was like, you have no shortage of lawyers, or as I like the southern pronunciation, liars, to mentor on the 2011 team. I don't know that we have any lawyers on our crew. Oh yeah, Mr. Clutter. That's the kind of law to get into, the one where you get private jets. We got to get him on here to talk some jet stories as Carter blocks the shot as the Penguins are on the penalty kill here. It goes between the wickets of Julius all the way to the point for PHC. So Philly Hockey Club trying to answer the Penguins power play goal with one of their own as Paris will disrupt that and able to tap it all the way in to the PHC zone. No icing. Nice job there. His 9-iron way better than his father's. As Osterheide pops it down the wing, he'll possess in the offensive zone. The Penguins defenseman working deep on the PK. Penguins do a good job covering on top for him as he'll switch out with Filiaggi. Evans in that F3 role able to disrupt things at center. Nice play there by Evans. He works it back for Filiaggi to gain the zone. Poked off the stick again by Evans as they hound this Philly Hockey Club team. Philly Hockey Club going right to left on your big screen in your media room. on the living room TV as you curl up with a blanket, maybe some popcorn, as PHC will gain the Penguins' end off their hide with immediate pressure. Fired behind the net for Kaminski. He uses the skate to dislodge the puck. A centering feed by Philly Hockey Club, broken up by the Pens. Up for Evans. Evans has Armstrong all the way up at center, can't quite get it through. As Filiaggi sends a PHC player to the ice. Evans will cut into the middle. He's hooked on the play, no call. It'll be Armstrong to the corner. PHC back up the boards. Evans with the back pressure, hounding as he runs Hartman of Philly into the wall. Played behind for the stick of Villela. Swiped away by Filiaggi. Heavy off the wall to himself. Tries to tap it to Evans and will get through at center to 3-on-2. As Evans goes to Filiaggi back in front. It's to Armstrong with a tap pass to Evans and a beautiful kick save. Great tic-tac-toe passing, 10, 20, and 43. As it's wedged off the wall, the Penguins will look for a line change as Armstrong pressures all the way to the corner. Wu and Reel onto the ice for the Penguins, as this will be icing on Philly Hockey Club. Philly's in their blue jerseys today, blue uniforms with the Liberty Bell logo on the chest, the red, white, and gray striping. Blue pants with red, white, and gray stripes. Blue socks with red, white, and gray socks and blue buckets. Your Penguins in gold, the gold uniforms with the Penguin logo on the chest. Black pants with gold stripes, gold socks with black stripes, and the iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. As Shuby gets the puck, banks it in behind the Penguins' goal scorer. Plays it in behind, looking for Reel. It'll be played to the point for Villela. Back low for Reel. In front for Wu, and a one-timer just fanned on. Schubel pressure to the corner as PHC comes out through center. Into the Penguin zone for a centering pass. Off the stick, defended well by Villela, who chips it up off of the boards in the corner. This player for Philly Hockey Club is a gigantic young man. We saw him walk in, I thought he was with like an 08 team. As the Penguins clear the zone, he came down that right wing side with just massive strides. The last game between these clubs was a 6-2 Penguins victory in Cleveland, our home away from home. Probably Mentor if I had to guess. Mentor Civic Ice Center of America. The home of the last meeting, a 6-2 Penguins victory. As Parrish controls to the half wall, he'll possess. A battle ensues. Crashing down comes Hartman, but Philly Hockey Club able to get it out. As the battling Liberty Bells gain the Penguins' end. Back checking, it's Carter, making a 3-on-2, a 3-on-3. It'll be Carter all the way to the puck as it's forced in behind the cage. Popped around by Philly Hockey Club. That's intercepted by Starzy. Starzy with Julius. To the corner for Hartman. Hartman tries to bank it up off the boards. Here's Carter with it. Penguins have it at neutral ice, right at the Penguin line as Hartman dumps Hartman. Carter all the way in on the forecheck. Hartman for the Pens will get there. I'm going to have to differentiate which Hartman I'm talking about. As the Penguins loft it all the way into the Penguin zone, it's forecheck by Carter. Supported well here by Paris as Hartman fills in that F3. Roll crashing down the boards is Starzy. We're here at the UPMC Lemieux Center, the friendly confines, where the Penguins lead 1-0 as Dylan Hartman drives the net. It's high up and in, right in front of the Penguins' door. That's where the big boys' locker room is. The big Penguins, as this is the practice home of the Pittsburgh Penguins, the 5-time Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins. For those of you joining us in Philly, the Stanley Cup is the thing they give to the best hockey team at the end of the season. Most of you have never been alive to see it awarded in Philadelphia to a Philadelphia team. But it is a big silver trophy. You can Google it. As Filiaggi with the back pressure, able to get control. Flips a puck across to Evans, who gains the zone. Looks in front, rims it around to Filiaggi in the corner. Wedged up the wall for Merlot at center, and the Penguins will try to regroup. He'll twist with it into some trouble, has it taken away. Here comes PHC. To the corner, it'll be Kaminski in what can only be described as a war every time he's near the puck. He's able to dislodge it. It'll be Merlot up the boards for Armstrong. Armstrong into the middle for Filiaggi. He finds Evans, who makes a move to the inside before having it tapped away. A slick backhand toe drag there. Doesn't get the whole way between both of the defenders. It'll be dumped in by Philly Hockey Club. 7 minutes to play, first period. See, that area back there where that puck went, the Penguins locker room, it is an exact replica of what you get at PPG Paints. Is McGorty swipes the puck away from the Penguins defense, drives in for a shot that finds iron, and as Mike Lang, the legendary Penguin announcer, would say, Big Ben strikes one. So Philly Hockey Club with an offensive zone draw. Again, Philly Hockey Club, taking their name from the city of Philadelphia, they are actually located in Hollydale, New Jersey. As Wu peels off the wall, finds a backside one-timer that just bouncing puck doesn't get clean wood on it was real. This line's been fantastic out there so far, as it's Julius at the point possessing. Trying to keep it in, will do so, but under immense pressure. Turns it over to Philly Hockey Club, who wedges it right back out of the Penguin zone. It'll be Starr in behind. He'll stop and control. Up the outside to Shub. Shub up for Reelsey. Reelsey spins with it at the line. Goes back for Shub, who runs a dump, and the Penguins are, I thought they were looking for a change. I guess Wu will look for a change. The rest of the line staying out. Into the zone on an onside play. They'll dislodge the puck. Nice play by Starr. It comes to Reel. Reel taps it to Starr. Reel will go for the change now as Starr goes in by himself. Joined by Paris, and now Carter fresh from the bench. A centering feed defended well by PHC as it's picked up by Paris in the corner. He gets it knocked away, but right there in support is Carter, now Paris. Paris twisting it back towards the corner. He was looking for Carter, picked up by PHC, rimmed around, but Hartman there. Hartman has it kind of jump up on his stick all the way to his shoulder, where he gloves it down to the area behind the net. Philly Hockey Club with the breakout to the right-hand side this time. Paris there to play takeaway in that F3 position. Now Carter driving right down Main Street. Shot kicked away by the goaltender. He's made a couple big-time stops here on some Penguin chances. Stoning Filiaggi and Evans, and that time Brody Carter. Here's Hartman with it. Into the offensive end. He'll center it, trying to go through a number of Philly Hockey Club players. It's turned back the other direction. Dump and chase action here by PHC as they'll win the race to the puck. Kaminsky ties him up behind. Centering feed comes off of Hanner oddly. And a bouncing puck to the point. Rimmed in behind. It'll be Kaminsky pressuring in the corner. They'll toss it back around behind for Ofterhide, who gets control. He bounces it up high off the air. McGorty with a high stick on it, but Ofterhide will get control, so no whistle. Ofterhide dumps it in. Penguins complete the line change as Evans will get in on the forecheck, forcing a stop behind the net, hounding it off the stick of Filiaggi, bouncing puck controlled by Philly. Out to center for Villela, who jumps on it and drives the offensive zone. He'll fire one in on net that's gloved, or into the paraphernalia, ultimately into the glove, and held on to 4:01 to play first period action. Bringing you the live action here from the UPMC Lemieux Center in beautiful Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. About a 30-minute drive up I-79 from the City of Champions as Filiaggi has it in the corner. Evans will pop off to the half wall, looking to run potentially a give and go. Battled for in the corner is Armstrong, steps in to help. Laying on top of the puck is a Philly player. They'll kick at it. It'll come free. Filiaggi twists out, looking at the point. He'll find Villela. Villela back to Filiaggi. Filiaggi crisscrossing with Evans and fires one about 6 feet over the cage. Here's Armstrong in behind. His centering pass doesn't get through. He'll stay in the battle, and Filiaggi will come through. Arm is raised, and Penguins are going to head to a penalty kill here, as I think it'll be Armstrong going off for dumping a Philly player in behind. They're going to call him for a hook. So 20 from Pittsburgh heads to the sin bin. And so the Penguins with a power play goal early. Philly trying to even things up here, and they'll head to the man advantage as Armstrong will sit for a minute and a half. The face-off is controlled by Philly. A centering pass comes through, just bounces off the stick. Penguins get lucky with that one. It'll still be controlled by Philly in the Penguin zone. Join us here on the chat. Give us a chat. We got Andy out there. He might be our number one chatter. I love it. Wishing the Pens good luck. And us here in the Cine Oven. That's Philly outnumbers the Penguins in behind as they should on the penalty kill. Great stick by Julius to get control. He'll find Reel. And the Penguins have a potential 2-on-2 shorthanded with Reel and Wu. Reel centers one. It goes right between the legs of Wu. And on comes Philly Hockey Club. An offside play at the line. Not whistled down. That's dangerous. That was offsides by about 5 steps as Wu will get control and just outside of the elongated reach of Reel. He'll track it down in the corner, though shorthanded. 34 left on the penalty to Armstrong. Reel ridden down in the corner. It'll be Philly coming away with it. Philly Hockey Club up to the Penguins line, 1-on-2. It's between the legs of Kaminsky. Shot comes in. Hanner able to get to it and cover. Dangerous play there. Face off in the defensive zone for the Penguins. 14 seconds remaining on the Philly Hockey Club power play. Swiped out by Paris, and that might get rid of the man advantage here and free Armstrong. As Shuby pressures, it's rimmed around behind to Ofty. Ofty in the corner. Nice protection, and then a tap up to Paris. Coming fresh off the bench is Carter for Armstrong as it's flipped into the PHC zone. Carter pressures behind. Puck pops free. It'll be Philly Hockey Club coming away with it. Up for Ofterhide. Chipped in behind here is Schub. Schub around behind his own net. Rims it around for himself. That's his usual spot. A little rim to yourself there as Ofty gets control in the Penguins end. Here's Paris. At center, he'll wind the big shot that skips just wide of the net. 1 minute to play in the first. 1 minute as Paris controls off the wall, finds Merlot. Great job using the body. There is a deflected shot, comes in, it's blockered away. In on Hanner to be put to the corner. Merlot, the first one there, will rim it around. It'll find Dylan Hartman. Hartman with a breakout to Paris. Paris goes toe drag ski around and gets a shot that's kicked away. High off the glass, just over the head of Dylan Hartman on the breakout attack. Fed into the middle, where it's dumped in behind Hanner, swiping at it as it tried to pop out in front. A sneaky little indirect pass there. Bank off the boards in behind. As the puck dislodges to the middle, it'll be Carter firing it up for Hartman. Philly back to the red line, no further. There's Julius, and we'll have an offside play with 3 seconds left. We want to thank all of you for helping us get to 1,000 subscribers. Now it's your goal to help us to get 1,000 more. No pressure. No pressure. 3.1 to play. Filiaggi at center. Chops at it, and the time will tick down. We're going to head to the first intermission here. The Penguins leading 1-0 here on Cine TV. We've got a shout out to the best dressed cameraman in history, ready for a wedding, a big shindig this evening. The fine wine, the aged fine wine, the fine wine senior looking dapper, going with the chocolate brown suit to the wedding today. I like it. It's a slick look. And producer Nick Paris, he ran all the way down, setting up behind the net cameras. We're going to try to potentially bring you some special camera feeds here, as we might be able to go behind the net and change the view. So be prepared, Cine Nation. We got the Armstrong girls running around behind. I don't see Big Armstrong. He might be hungover from Chicklets, Etc., a new podcast on the Barstool family of podcasts by none other than Cine TV's own Colby Armstrong. But we all know where he got his start, folks. No, not the NHL. Here, Cine TV. He might have played in the NHL, whatever that's for. As Evans sends it across, it'll be Armstrong in. Trying to weave one through, fires it on net. That's stopped by the pad and covered by the mitt. He's not here to defend himself, so I could say he got his start anywhere. Mostly Toontown, as I know Wayne and Rosie joining us from Saskey. Our number 2 viewing country, the great north of Canada. Led by the Armstrong family, tuning in live for every game. As we bring you the best youth hockey coverage on the planet. No injuries for the Penguins as they have a full lineup. I think it's only the second time, maybe? Penguins with a full lineup. It'll be Starr in his own end. Up for Armstrong. He feathers it across for Filiaggi. That's intercepted. A shot from Philly screams just wide. So the Penguins with a turnover there at center. Right back into the Penguin zone. Here's Julius, heavy off the boards. Here's Evans. Evans back for Armstrong. Armstrong up to Filiaggi. He tries to split the D. Popped by and cleared by PHC. Here's Armstrong with it. Back to Kaminsky. Off the wall, past Armstrong. And it's Philly Hockey Club with it again. Evans and Wu collide there at center. 2 Penguins were down as the Penguins control in behind. A bouncing puck comes free to Philly Hockey Club. Shot in, off, bouncing puck, defended by Kaminsky. It'll be worked to the area behind for Ofterhide. A nice play with the stick to free things up. He's looking cross ice. He'll have Evans. Evans and Wu on a potential 2-on-1 as they gain the zone. Evans at the end of an elongated shift here. He'll get it to Wu for the shot. It's Shuby. Off of a stick of Hartman, and back comes Philly Hockey Club. It'll be Kaminsky leaving it for Ofterhide. Back is Wu to pick it up. 13 minutes to go. Here's Reel. Reel sending it across to Shub. Shub to the offensive end. Reel crashing the net, trying to feed it through. It misses everything. It'll end up on the stick of Wu. Wu down low for Reel. One-timer from Wu that screams just over the net. Kept at the point by the fine wine. Here's Villela on the opposite side. Shot comes in, looking for the deflection. That gets the whole way through to the area behind the net. Breakout by Philly Hockey Club, controlled by Villela. Up for the real deal, Jack Reel, who streams into the left-hand side. His centering pass sits free, and it's whacked by Dylan Hartman on the doorstep. Dylan Hartman cleaning up in front. The waste management sanitation garbage goal of the day. A shot with the rebound sitting out front, able to be picked up by Hartman and tapped by to give the Penguins a 2-0 lead. That one brought to you by Tony Soprano. As it'll be PHC. To the Penguin line, taken away as Carter tried to find Paris. He was kind of turned away from the puck, so he missed it, and back comes Philly Hockey Club. Into the Penguins and to be dumped in on Henner. He'll control it, get a cover, and with 12 minutes left, we'll have a defensive zone face-off. So Hartman and Shub with rebound goals, what our friend Colby would say, the greasy ones. Down in the schmozzle. As a shot fired in on Hanner, that's fended off by the stick and back out to center. Penguins pressure as Philly Hockey Club tries to regain the zone. 66 for Philly in the Lemieux Center. I'm sure he's a big fan. You got to bring your A game if you're going to wear 66 and play in this building, as no Penguins players will wear that, nor 87. Here's Hartman up the outside. You also won't see any wearing 99. As it's a feed in front by Starr off the shot of Carter. The rebound picked up by Parrish and sent over the net. Here's Ofty from the point, driving the middle of this Philly zone. Philly does a good job protecting that middle, and here you see him outnumber the Penguins there. It'll be Evans off the bench to pick it up. He'll twist it center. He's with speed into the zone. A 3-on-3 as he tries to split everybody. Back comes Philly Hockey Club. Back pressure by Filiaggi, unable to dislodge the puck from McGordy, who shoots one in. The rebound cleared, but not out, as it'll be a battle along the boards. Here's Filiaggi getting to it. He'll go off the boards past Evans, as Evans turns his back to the puck, an offside play. Here's Evans to the puck, to the outside for Armstrong. He'll retreat to the defensive zone where the Penguins will regroup. A bouncing puck picked up by Filiaggi. Outside to Evans. High slot to Armstrong for a twisted wrister. The rebound popped in, and it's under the netminder. I don't know how. Filiaggi got the stick to it, as Evans found Armstrong in the high slot. Filiaggi with the attacking zone draw. He wins it over to Armstrong, but his pass back to Ofterheid is picked off. Ofterheid defending to the outside as they power move off the pad of Hanner. I think that was tapered for the bottom corner. Here's Armstrong spinning it back across. Evans has it tapped away, but Filiaggi follows on nicely. He tries to challenge two Philly Hockey Club players. 10 and 43 have tried to take on 2-3 players at a time here throughout this game, and it's not working. The best play was the one we just saw where Filiaggi bumped it out to Evans. Evans found Armstrong in the high slot. His heavy shot, Filiaggi almost got the rebound. The other two times those two have gained the zone, they're trying to challenge the entire Philly team. Here's Wu with a shot that's stopped and held. Wu to the dot. Offensive zone draw. He's flanked by Reel and Shu. Puck brought out by Philly Hockey Club. Defended by Villela. To the corner for Shu. Shu banks it around, trying the right-hand side. Again, he tried to pass it to himself as he got super deep on that play. Merlot tries a behind-the-back breakout pass. That's broken up by Philly Hockey Club. Wu will battle. And ultimately, Philly comes away with it for a shot in on Hanner. Villela there to pick it up. Off the boards for Shub. He'll skate into it in front of the Philly bench. Trying the high slot. He'll get it through on the second attempt as Reel tries to find Wu. It was a great feed, just a bouncing puck, missing the Penguins center iceman stick as Philly gains the red line and will dump it in. It's McGordy in after. Up the half wall. Defended well by Hartman, who shoves it out the center for Reel. He'll crisscross with Hartman, leaving the puck, and it's taken away by Philly. Offsides on the play as they gain the Penguins zone. 8:12 to play, second period action. Penguins leading by a pair. Cine TV, make sure you subscribe. Also check us out online. You can find us on all the socials, the Facebook, the Insta, the Twitter. Follow us on there. We send out a bunch of cool stuff, including coupon codes. Coupon codes for the merch store. As it's worked in front for a shot down low by Paris. That's kicked away. Battling in the corner. It's Carter in behind. Up hot. There's a shot from Hartman that's blocked on a great pass out front by Paris. Philly will wedge it back out to center. It's McGordy with it as he gains the Penguins line. It's knocked away from him. Philly Hockey Club changing. They got to be careful as it's right in front and absolutely crunched from behind is Hartman as it's into the mess at the Philly bench. They'll say not too many men. I think that's a good call. Incidental off of the skate contact. As it's battled for along the wall and finally sent up to center ice before being put in on an offside play with 7 minutes left. Speaking of coupon codes, you'll find them on Twitter. You can also find them on the live stream. What, the live stream? You're talking live stream? Yeah, right now, I'm going to give you the coupon codes. Save early 10% off. Save early 15% off. And save early 20% off at the City Merch store. Use those coupon codes. Save early 10 on orders of 100. Save early on orders up to 99, up to 100. If you spend over 100, so 10% no matter what, save early 10. 15% if you get over 100. And if you over 150, save early 20. Will get you 20% off at the merch store. We know it's like number one on the Christmas lists. So Santa, if you're listening, those are your coupon codes. As it's Philly Hockey Club with a shot off the stick of the handman. Here's Ofterheim. Carrying it with space as Philly retreats. Evans will get the puck. Centering pass off of a stick, bounces over the stick of Filiaggi. Armstrong trying to keep the puck from going up the wall. It'll be bounced out towards the middle for Filiaggi to control. It'll be up to Evans. Evans in the middle for Filiaggi, just has it go off of his stick. Filiaggi will carry it to the corner though. Wedge deeper to Armstrong. He'll pop off the wall. Coming out in front. Putting on the Ritz as he stick handles. It's finally knocked away. A bouncing puck between the legs of Merlot is picked up by Villela. Heavy off the boards for Evans. Evans to the outside for Schub as Wu's in the zone on what should have been an offside call. Penguins changing. Evans off, reel on. Here's Merlot. Merlot to Villela. Villela back to Merlot. And Merlot's pass is knocked away. In behind the net is PHC. A player went emphatically to the ice there, no call. Here's Wu with a beautiful dangle right at the Pens blue line, giving one announcer a potential heart attack, but he pulls it off and his pass is intercepted and dumped in by PHC. Shuby battles Wu there to help. Rimmed behind for Villela. He's got Reel up the half wall. He'll find him as he twists with speed to center, joined by Wu. Will drive the outside. Cutting to the middle. Weaving all the way across for a shot that he fans on. It rolls off the toe of the stick. Will battle in behind. Reel buckled in the corner. Able to get back up and control. The puck is centering pass right to PHC though. And the battling Liberty Bells are back out to center. Julius takes it away there and finds Starr. Up is Wu. 1-on-2 as he fires one wide to the cage. PHC's McGordy back to the Penguins line where he's tripped, no call. Popped out and taken by Wu. He's got Starzy, the big defenseman. He'll find him. Driving up. A one-timer from Star catches the knob of the stick. As it ends up in on net, be gloved and covered by the Philly goaltender, the masked man in blue. That feed on the Star one-timer was phenomenal. As was the backhander there by, I believe, Hartman. Here he is. He's here, ladies and gentlemen. Almost 2/3 of the way through the second period. We're joined in the Cine Oven by former NHLer and current podcast superstar, star of Chicklets, etc., Colby Armstrong.
That's right. Check it out. Right under the Chicklets platforms and channels. That's where you can find it. You don't have to go look for it. It's right there. And
I hear it's going to be the Leafs pregame show, too.
Well, it should motivate them. It should get them going and motivate them.
Welcome aboard, Colby. We are leading 2-0. We got Shuby and Hartman with some schmozzle goals.
I was at the Penguins morning skate. They're trying to snap out of a 6-game losing streak. I'll be between the benches tonight, Jeremy. So I was down there getting some scoops, if you will. And
nice. Any between the bench preview scoops for City TV's millions upon millions of fans?
Well, you're not going to want to miss the opening where I talk about a certain Penguin that is rather important to this Penguins team. Oh, what a play.
Here's Arms talking about an important Penguin. Here comes one in and a glove save.
What a save. This, I've noticed since being here, and by the way, I was going to mention I had it on YouTube while I was trying to rush from morning skate out here, so I haven't missed any of the actions thanks to us. So amazing job, and this goaltender's made a bunch of big saves. Very good with his hands, his blocker, his catcher, very active. Big difference maker here, keeping this game to only 2 goals right now.
Yeah, the Penguins controlling play early as it's worked up off of the stick of the PHC winger. Here's Merlot in behind the net. He'll rim it around to Armstrong. I thought we were going to see the little tap feed to Filiaggi there.
I wonder if he's talking to him there. You know what I mean? Here's a breakaway again.
Here's Evans finding Filiaggi, snapping one off. He comes in, and he finds the 5-0, tickling the twine. And the Penguins make it 3-0.
Well, that shift started with a breakaway and ended with a breakaway. Armstrong robbed earlier right to start the shift, and then some management off the rush. A good job by the defense to sort it out. It was Merlot and Villela out there, I believe, at that time, and just a little breakout pass that gets booted around and ends up leading to kicking to the weak side of the ice, Jeremy, right on Evans' stick, and Filiaggi. Great recognition of who has the puck, where it is. It takes off up the middle and just tape to tape. And we've seen that move. He did it a few weeks ago where he kind of gets that little 5-hole move in and puts the team up 3-0 here.
As Evans fakes one way, goes the other under pressure from Filiaggi in support. And here's something we saw the Penguins work on there. You see Armstrong got laid into a bit at practice the other day for getting into that mess, and here he backs off to that F3 position so he can attack.
He did get late, but see how the winger slid down the wall. So they have 4 people on the battle. It should be a little bit of free with the recognition, I feel, and understanding that you don't need a high guy when they don't have anyone out high.
Here's Evans to Julius. Julius coming across. Yep. Filiaggi tries to go splitsies to stay on side, but it'll be offside as Julius stick handles over the blue line. 1:09 to play. Penguins leading 3-0. One thing I've been impressed at in this game is the Penguins have kept high-end scoring chances away from Hanner, who's been great in that end. I've noticed a number of stick saves from William Hanner today. Good with the twig. As the Penguins will control the draw. Here's Ofter, banking it heavily off the boards. In behind tracks Wu. Wedged by just past the reach of Reel. And Philly will control in behind the net. Up to Ofterhide at center. Spinning away and away from some trouble and into some more as it's a battle along the wall. Philly does a good job getting numbers to the puck as Rio swipes it around one, drives in, goes toe drag, and just at the last second it's knocked off the stick. We've seen a number of toe drags in this one, maybe more than I prefer. Most of them off 43 as McGordy breaks free for Philly Hockey Club. His backhander is fought off by Hanner and Held.
Quick break up for Philly Hockey Club there. Great job by Ofterheide to kind of time his angle to keep him on the outside, not give him a chance to cut across the blue paint, not give him a chance. Once he went to the backhand, he closed on him, can't get back to the forehand. Makes it easy for Hanner to handle.
Yeah, gave your goalie, you knew he was getting a shot, but he gave him one that was predictable. And that McGordy did a good job there. He pressured the point. He didn't make the play on Kaminsky, but he snuck out in behind Kaminsky as his teammate was able to get the puck and fired it up to him. And Ofterheide with a good read as the backside defender there. As Philly Hockey Club with a couple chances. I think that's Mitchell with a shot from down low that's turned aside by Hanner, and we will head to the intermission. Penguins leading 3-0 on goals from Schub, Hartman, and Filiaggi here at the UPMC Lemieux Center. So, Colby, we spent a little bit of time together this week at Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
And we got to tell the folks your enjoyment on Halloween.
I shared this on our podcast as well. Just some dad comedy. Last year, it came from last year. Thank you to my assistant, just handed me a coffee. I'm big time now. I have assistants. I have.
You're going to pay for that later.
Unfortunately, that assistant is hired, and she's expensive. I will say, though, on Halloween, my hijinks led from last year of leaving a Halloween table out. Most people leave a bucket full of candy for kids to come and take one. Take as you please. Preferably take one, which is my idea, because you don't want to ruin Halloween for everyone else. We have a lot of kids in our neighborhood. We want everyone to enjoy it, everyone to get a piece of the action. Well, some kids are kind of punks. We know this. They can be unattended, come up to a door that's unattended, and just want to raid my table. Raided it last year, destroyed. This year, I got wise to it. I got one of those Ring cameras. You can talk and see. And while I was walking around with my 3 young girls, enjoying Halloween, I was also patrolling my front steps and my Halloween table by yelling at children that thought they would be wise to take more than one piece of candy.
And mostly it was the 13
and it was
14
hilarious.
It was awesome.
It was my wife, on the other hand, was not pleased, thought it was embarrassing, and what are you doing? And
I also took more than one piece of candy out of your beautiful basket and got yelled at for it by your daughters, which was fantastic.
Well, yeah, they were kind of like my hired Dobermans.
Mila, my favorite, standing out there at one point in time just watching kids take candy. Only one.
Yeah.
Only one.
Yeah, she'll let it know. She'll let it know.
I loved it.
She'll let you know. It was a great time. We had a good time, though.
I played pizza delivery boy.
Yeah, you did. Thank God you saved Halloween for food. We ordered food. We thought we were going to get it within an hour. We called there an hour later, and they were not ready, and they couldn't deliver. Of course, Halloween, a very busy night, I assume.
When I got there were 387 slips for
what
orders.
You saw. It looked like Santa's workshop in there.
As everybody needing the pie on Halloween, the Penguins work in the PHC zone here. Carter with the pressure. Now rimmed around, it'll be Hartman on the opposite side. As the Penguins swarm like yellow jackets. Puck off the bench area behind the Penguins. The faceoff will come out, I believe, to center. I think we're going to put this at center. Filiaggi to take the draw. It'll be controlled by Starr. Up for Filiaggi, who gains the zone. He'll try a 1-on-2 move. We've seen this a number of times from this line. As it's Philly Hockey Club in behind. Here's Armstrong in the corner.
Hit the boards, hit something in the Zamboni gate there and just stopped.
As it comes Frito, drive from Julius that's gloved and held. Yeah, weird bounce by the Boney door.
There used to be a famous play at the Odd in Buffalo with the Zamboni door, Jeremy. A good story everyone knew that the Zamboni door was a little bit loose and pucks would kick out, so they actually got a trainer, I believe, to go down there, that when pucks were rimmed in,
Filiaggi finds Evans.
a little bang from behind the net off a battle in that corner off the face-off, was worked around, and Evans just kind of perfect timing, like a shark hunting its prey, just kind of weaved in there. You ever see those on National Geographic, the great white sharks? Shark Week. And
I love it.
He weaved in like a shark, just timing, finding that soft spot. And the puck is bounced out to him from behind by Filiaggi, the disher.
You know what you can do, Colby? You can throw some fries on your sandwich because that's a Pittsburgh goal right there.
Oh, that's a good one. I was going to say, though, about the Zamboni game in Buffalo, they had a guy go down there that would kick the Zamboni door at the right time on a rim that would shoot the puck perfectly out front of the net.
That's awesome. That is fantastic. The odd in Buffalo.
That is a true story told by none other than, I believe, Brad May. Mayday! Mayday!
What a story is Filiaggi with it again. He tries a wraparound. I think he had Evans there again.
The line swirling, whirling.
Evans and Armstrong in front, opted for the wraparound. Would have liked to have seen a pass there. With 13-14 to play, the Penguins leading 4-0. Not the score I thought we would see in this one for sure. This is a good, scrappy Philly team, and there's still a lot of time left. I fully expect them to make a comeback here and make this game a whole lot closer. As Rio comes away with it, he's got Shuby in front, opts for the short side shot that rims around behind. Shuby crashing through the corner. Puck dislodged. It'll be controlled by PHC on the breakout, but that's off the stick of Rio. Sent all the way to the Penguins line to be dumped in as Philly looks for a line change. Philly, the city of Philly, excited as the Phillies are in the World Series, but trailing 3-2. I believe so, right? There wasn't a game last night, I don't think.
When they talk about sports, they talk about great theater and those special moments. And a few games ago, Bryce Harper came up as the DH and hit an absolute bomb, and it was shown on social media as this great play. There's a great play is happening here. Oh!
A 2-on-1 fought off by Hanner. He's waving to the ref
off
as his mask, he got a strap loose.
He took it up high. I think it just hit his chin. And when that happens, the strap seemed to just blow off the side of goaltender's helmet. So he was letting the ref know frantically as the Pens raced up ice on what looked to be an almost 3-on-2 rush, but nonetheless, safety first. As William Hanner will fix his mask. Pitt with a game today, I believe, at 3:30. Jer Bear, you know more about this.
Yeah, they'll be taking on the Orange of Syracuse, formerly the Orange Men.
What a day of sports for you.
Now just a fruit.
The Syracuse Orange?
The Orange.
Is it because it was Orange Men and that was...
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think originally it was Red Men, which is really not a good idea.
No, yeah.
And then they switched it to Orange Men, which offended a lot of orange people.
Or that
it was an orange person.
People, yeah.
And so now it is the Fighting Fruit Cups as Carter weaves in to the corner. I used to go to almost every Pitt Syracuse game, home and away. We have great friends in Syracuse.
That? Is it? It's a massive rivalry. Okay, I'm unaware.
It's not massive like when we play the team from down south in the other state that I won't mention, or the team from the middle of the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Not a rivalry like those, but pretty. I mean, it's right. It's that next tier down.
And would you say Syracuse is more known for their basketball program, I believe, right?
Yeah, Jim Boeheim in the basketball program, made famous by the zone, the 2-3 zone, and the national championship the year they had Carmelo Anthony.
Yes.
Of which I went to games there.
Am I saying this guy's name wrong? I remember being in Wilkes-Barre, and of course kind of in that triangle of getting a lot of Syracuse talk. Is Jerry McNamara, was he a famous Syracuse guy?
An absolute legend, sniper from the three-point line.
Yeah.
Just an absolute rocket.
Because he was famous when I was started.
And he was
pro.
from that Wilkes-Barre
Yeah, he
area.
was, yep.
So that would make sense. As Filiaggi weaves in, he'll shoot one off of a shin pad. This line has a couple, but I feel like they're just missing plays. Filiaggi snapping that one off of a shin pad, had that high slot there open. As McGordy comes in for Philly Hockey Club. He stood up for a shoulder from Julius. That's getting called every time in non-checking Pee Wee hockey.
Take it when it's given to you in non-checking Pee Wee hockey. And Dalton says, well, it was there.
Up 4 with 10.5 to play. Philly might have an opportunity here, but if there's a time to take a liberty, perhaps that's it.
The ref instructing him that he got his arm up a little bit, which I don't think he did. I think it was just a good, solid check with a hard fall crash outcome, and that'll get called mostly every time.
Little shoulder to the solar plexus. As Philly will control. Their power play's been good. This is like the third power play for Philly Hockey Club. It's been good. They possess the puck pretty well, playing it to areas where the Penguins are not. The Penguins will try to prevent those passing seams as Hartman peels off the wall and fires one in behind. Battled for by Ofterheide, but Philly Hockey Club with position. It's in under the pad or the glove of Hanner, and the poke at the goalie's stick will get you an invitation to the ice quickly. As the Philly Hockey Club slashes the goaltender's mitt, he is sent crashing to the ice. He gets up with a bit of a shot to Jack Reel. No one worse for wear. We'll get a defensive zone draw with 58 to play on the penalty kill. We're to change penalty killers here as Shub and Paris come out. Puck controlled by PHC. To the half wall, defended well by Ofterheide. Comes kind of off of his stick, got right in front where he sends it right back to the point. Shot from out top, misses the cage. Hartman Shuby and Kaminsky kind of in a discussion there on who should pressure. Ultimately, Kaminsky wins a battle and ices the puck. So the faceoff will come all the way back with 28 to play. Penguins are coached by head coach Jeff Hannon and not quite a full staff. We're missing Kyle Verbeek today. We do have the good Dr. Julius. And
I golfed with Dr. Julius yesterday.
Oh, yeah? How was that?
The reason why I bring that up is because he played him out of his mind.
Nice.
He doesn't look like he's going to be a good golfer because he is built like Wreckham Ralph. But he absolutely was so consistent and drained. He did not miss a putt under 10 feet, and he chipped in from 50 yards down below the green. He didn't even see it go in. It was an unbelievable shot.
Well, he does play every Friday.
Everyone. Yeah, he plays every Friday, I think, right? He strategically has Fridays off to do that, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to have to become a dentist when I grow up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because my schedule does not permit me to play golf on Friday.
I was amazed at his golf game, though, so credit to him as he was I believe he shot 76, 78.
And my clients at Seven Fields Wealth Management would not want me on the golf course every Friday.
It's best for you to announce here that you're terrible at golf because you never golf because you work so hard.
Never on the golf course.
That's right. Look for Jeremy Evans to handle your financials because he is a workhorse.
As Julius penalty expires, Philly Hockey Club continues to pressure in the Penguins, and we get a whistle. And we have too many men on the Penguins. As Wu jumped on the ice, and I'm not 100% sure why he did. Julius came off. The Penguins got one out, and they sent two. So the Penguins sent two players for Dalton Julius. That's not the way it works. Still only allowed to play with 5.
Well, we have the children running the door, which may not be the greatest of ideas, but
we do have plenty of coaches. Maybe short Kyle Verbeek.
Yep, he's not here. Likely working somewhere, I imagine.
As Philly controls on another power play here. Centered in front, kicked out by Starr, gathered in by Carter. And he's up to center red for the dump. As Philly touches the puck, we're going to get a roughing call on Philly. Looks like Hartman decked behind the play. Yes, Dylan Hartman in front of the net got a stick to the side of the face. So Philly evens things up. And we're going to see 4-on-4 hockey. It's Philly, Agee, and Armstrong.
Trying to look for the replay on that. See what happened on that play. Oh, good shot attempt, little pass off pad. Armstrong coming out of the corner, Jeremy just missed it.
Starr up the wall for Philly, Agee as the Penguins control. Into the offensive zone, fought off. Battle along the wall, Armstrong comes in to help out. 2-on-2 battle on the half wall of the Philly zone. It'll be Philly, Agee coming away. Tries to tap it back to Julius. He'll Paul Bunyan it right back to Philly, Agee. Down low off the skate of Armstrong and fired across the crease. Sent back out the center for Julius. Julius right back out there after the penalty he took earlier. It's he and Starr teamed up in this one. Starr will drive the left side into the offensive zone for a pass towards Armstrong, defended well by PHC. Out the center, and a good hop there by Ofterhide to disrupt the breakout and free the puck up for the Penguins. Here's Starr. Wu out of the box. He wanted to join the rush as he was told to head to the bench. Now he's back on the ice. Here's Armstrong in the corner to Kaminsky at the point, swiped away from him and cleared. So 10 seconds left on an abbreviated Penguins man advantage as Kaminsky fires it up to Evans. He'll gain the line, twisting. Wedging it all the way in for Real in the corner. Real will pick it up along the wall, sending it all the way across to Ofterhide as the Penguins change the attack side. Ofterhide twisting in, he'll pass it up, but right to McGordy. And there's Evans playing some defense, able to tick the puck away. Here's Kaminsky. He knocks a player to his rear end, and the Pens will head off on another penalty. It's Kaminsky this time for a trip.
Great move by McGordy to jump inside. He kind of pulls it back like he's going to shoot and jumps in as he has Kaminsky turn to take him to the outside. And once you have a defender turn like that and you cut in, you're beat. And Kaminsky just gets a piece of him and will go sit. Maybe a good penalty to take in that moment, just because he was so beat in a key area of the ice.
Yeah, Evans was guarding the opposite side. It started to come over. Evans playing defense on that. His dad likes to see it. The Penguins probably not advantageous.
And we know Kaminsky defending. Like you might beat him with the puck, but he's not going to let you beat him with the body.
No, he will eat glass if he has to, as Evans will fire it up just past the stick. No icing. Oh, they will be icing. I thought they were saying he touched it. That was the lowest icing arm raise in history from the trailing referee. We'll come back to the defensive zone for more penalty. Penguins have been on the penalty kill, I feel like, the entire third period here. Started with the Julius penalty and is wrapping up, hopefully, with this Kaminsky one. They had the too many men as well on the 2-for-1 change and a hand pass on Philly. Face-off will come outside of the Penguins zone. Penguins leading 4-0 with 5:52 to play in the third period. We want to invite you all. We did a cool little feature, Colby. The 2011 dad, super into Cine TV. The Commodore George Pearsall, Todd Bolus, and myself hosted a weekend recap of their 3-0 trip to Rochester.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah,
oh,
check
cool.
it out on Cine TV. It's up there. It's about 5 minutes. We go through some highlights, and then at the end, the highlight of all highlights, an interview with the Squish Tender. Now, I will warn you, we got to work out some audio issues. It was take number 1, so we're going to continue to work on it. But the weekend recap of the 2011s available now on Cine TV.
And I believe that you guys did a rink tour
Yes.
a few weeks ago. I was not part of that either, but
Rink tour at the Harbor Center, about a 10-minute clip. Maybe a little too much laughing in the
Yeah,
background.
yep.
We got to, but we're working some things out. We want to bring you the personalities of these players because I know that's what you guys want to see. You love them. You love to watch them play. But we want you to see some of the personalities of these guys as well. So we did the rink tour. We had some of our Sabre friends off the ice, enemies on, who were able to give us a little bit of a tour of the beautiful Lecom Harbor Center, including the trophy case, where I did hear a nice penguin chirp when they showed us the Sabres penguin case, and they asked why it was so empty.
oh. Well, it's a good thing they let the kids do the tour, not the dads, because we know where that would have been featured, likely in the bar connected to the Harbor Center.
I think we should do the Hockey Dad Show like once a month from a bar. Maybe the Rochester Inn, our good friends down there. Is Paris. Goes Dipsy Doodle, tries for the Dunkaroo, but it's kicked away. Julius with a shot from the point. Pass off pads for Paris. Spinning it wide, it's Hartman in the corner as the Penguins work full strength here. The 5-on-5 hockey. Starzy with it. He'll stop. He'll start. Trying to get it to the outside. He's tied up, and they'll swipe at the puck. Evans, like a missile on the ice, dislodges the puck, comes in, and he's got a what? A luxury condo in Roof City. He's popping bottles, baby.
And he's got a rocket strapped to his butt as he came like a laser beam off the bench on a broken play. I was going to say, great play by Jake Starr in that battle to get the puck in the battle and not keep it in that side. He pulled it out and got to the middle of the ice and got it out of there and created kind of a scuffle here at the blue line. But Evans identifies off the bench and just like a rocket ship flies in there, picks off a puck, catches his goaltender probably sitting and watching and going, oh crap, here he comes, and makes a great play to score. A nice shot to beat him.
And the Penguins are right back in. It's Filiaggi. He's trying to send it back to Evans, who taps it across for Armstrong, and it sits at the side of the crease to be swatted to the boards. Cleared all the way out the center, just past Kaminsky. It'll be picked up by Ofter. Kaminsky and a player collide. Ofterite will take it all the way to the area in the corner. Up the wall looking for Armstrong, waving at it, Filiaggi. Now Armstrong through a player. He's going to head to the box for that. I think that's a tough call. I think that's two players coming together right there, as Evans will come down to the corner, touching the puck up. And with 3:29 to play, two players collide and 20 heads to the box.
It was just in the feet in a battle, and Cruz came up and got the puck, and a kid ran right into him, it seemed, and then took the kid that fell down, which was the Philadelphia player, and he'll sit for 2 minutes on that play.
Wu and Reel will be up top. Merlot and Villela, the defense pair, to kill off another third period penalty. Bouncing puck all the way out the center. Tapped at by Wu. Will pick it up with speed. Short-handed opportunity as he cuts into the middle. Gets hooked, fires one anyway. That's kicked away.
That was definitely a hook.
That was a massive hook. I haven't seen hooking like that since I was on Liberty Avenue. Here's Reel to the corner. Worked up the wall by Philly, but pestered by Reel.
Oh my God. That's great.
It'll be Reel in the corner, pop by towards Wu, but it's Philly Hockey Club to it. They'll get it up the center to the blue line to Dangle. Donnie Dangles will take it to the corner. He's bumped by Villela heavily, and the Pens will ice the puck with 38 seconds left on the Armstrong penalty. 5-0 Pens, 2:37 to play. Third period action from the beautiful Lemieux Center. We got to get a tour of this place. Maybe we'll task the 2011s with that, or maybe we'll get them to do like little segments. Maybe I'll get over with Chef Jeff and get a tour of the restaurant facility here. The training table, one of our great supporters.
Well, you know what, here, I would have to say, if we're going to do that, we should be getting discounts on our kids' hockey if we're going to showcase the... I'm just saying, like, I mean, these commercials, or are these...
We will get the full discount of 0.0.
We will have a meeting.
Mr. Blutarski has no grade point average.
We will have to have a meeting with Pens Elite.
As a one-timer in front, kicked away sweet buttery crumpets. And the Philly Hockey Club's going to head to the sin bin here. A battle in front of the cages. They were crunched along the boards, came in front for a filthy one-timer, cleared, and McGordy just hammered Starr in front of the net.
McGordy's been all over.
And he's going to get a 10-minute misconduct here.
For what?
Which won't matter. It's a headshot call.
Oh, that's what he's saying, yeah.
So he's getting a 1.5 out of 10. He'll be done for the game. And they'll put someone else in the box to serve the 1.5 minutes. Pens to the man advantage. The power play will be Kaminsky and Ofterhide with Carter, Paris, and Hartman.
Brian Carter down there. I think he's trying to figure out how he's going to pay the refs after the game, and everything will be taken care of.
That sounded bad.
Well, yeah, not that way. I meant they are working after all. That did sound really bad, actually.
And we're going to reconsider the choice of words on that one.
I had a guy that I met the other night at a little shindig I went to that said he next weekend he has to marry his cousin, and of course he's a minister. That's what he is, but it came out wrong as well.
And I love this on this power play unit. Take a look at the Penguins defenseman Kaminsky. They're going to put him in a position to just wreak havoc as he's working in like the high slot right in front of the net.
I like that idea.
Just working as Hartman controls on the half wall. Able to play it to Paris. Paris in front looking for Kaminsky. As it'll be cleared up, but not out. Ofterhide keeps at the point.
By Ofterhide.
Switching with Carter as he'll drive in. Paris sent to the ice. Ofterhide to the corner. The Penguins with 2 forwards at the point right now. Rim down low for Paris. Tapping it back to Ofterhide. Ofty delays. Sends it across to Hartman. Hartman. He just mishandled it. I think he saw Paris and got excited. As Paris screeched in the backside. Now Hartman to the corner. 45 left in the game. 15 in the penalty to McGordy. He'll stay in the box as someone else, number 9. No, that's McGordy. 17 will come out. It's lofted up into the area. They were looking for the Filiaggi $25, but he's at the other end, folks.
Yep, if you hit Filiaggi with the puck, you get a $25 gift card. It's a well-known gift, in-game gift that goes out to all comers, and we ask him to shoot for the stars. He is very elusive.
And this rink is literally surrounded by netting.
So you have to be really good.
Yeah.
Almost
Villela gets control.
Carney good.
Oh, the Penguins have a glove on the ice. Penguins bench dropping a mitt as Armstrong gains the zone. 12 seconds left. It's an offside play. Filiaggi in over the line. Villela will retrieve the mitt. That mitt belongs to Shuby. Shuby dropping the gloves on the bench. He can do that while he wears a cage, but that face is way too pretty.
It's too cute, yep.
To get boogered up in fights. As a bouncing shot comes in from Merlot.
Merlot on Merlot crime almost. He almost hit Merlot, the referee.
As Filiaggi has it behind, it's swiped out in front. The horn will sound, and I think a surprising score, a 5-0 shutout for Big Willie Styles as the Penguins get scoring from all 3 lines. And I thought really controlled play. Got in a little bit of penalty trouble, but it didn't end up costing him in the third.
Yeah, well-balanced game and attack here as they switch up the lines. Everyone active, as you mentioned. That's a good feeling for the guys, as we know confidence is huge. So a good way to start this Saturday, mid-morning to afternoon for this young Pens Elite team.
I'm sure we'll see some highlights from this one on the TikToks and the Insta feeds of the Pens Elite as they take a 5-0 win. Join us later on today for another game with this Philly Hockey Club team. They're going to throw zeros back on the clock, so the Pens got to bring their lunch pails and work in game 2. We'll put zeros up there and start this one over again. Here on Cine TV, we got the dapper Chris Merlot suited up, working the camera. As always, producer Nick Paris and the color commentator of Chicklets, etc., Colby Armstrong. Thanks for joining us.